Welcome to Education Today. I'm Danielle Kunst.
And I'm Ricky Owens of Armstrong High School in the Armstrong School District.
Here at Education Today, we are trying to bring in various organizations and groups which help support our community so that they can explain what programs they offer and what they do. This helps spread information about these organizations that many people likely are not aware of. Tonight, we want to highlight an educational entity of which the Armstrong School District is part of.
The Aaron Intermediate Unit 28 is an educationally grounded facility which provides programs for all ages of students, from primary schools to adult learners. Tonight, we have one of the program directors with us to talk about a few aspects of the Intermediate Unit. Welcome to Education Today.
Would you please take a minute to introduce yourselves for our viewers at home?
Hello, I am Andrea Sheasley. I am the Regional Education Coordinator with the Homeless Program.
What does AARON stand for, and where is the IU-28 located?
AARON stands for Armstrong and Indiana counties because we work with both Armstrong and Indiana, and we are located in Indiana in White Township.
Nice. What is the Intermediate Unit?
We are a regional educational facility.
Can you tell us about some of the service that AARON provides?
We encompass not only school districts, but we work with schools and communities. So a lot of our programs are Pregnant and Parenting Teen Program. We also have Family Focus Program, our Parent-Child Home Program. We have Driver's Education, along with Early Intervention, Special Education classes. We also work with preschool programs, along with fingerprinting.
Wow, you guys do a lot. We know that Armstrong School District is a member school of the IU-28. Are all school districts members of different intermediate units?
In the AARON Intermediate Unit, we have all of the Armstrong and Indiana schools, along with the CTCs, are all members. And then the rest of the state, we have 29 intermediate units total. And all districts in Pennsylvania belong to one of the local intermediate units.
What benefit does it serve a school district to be a member school?
Well, districts have additional resources such as curriculum development, instructional improvement, educational services, along with statewide networking with Pennsylvania Department of Ed mandates, and we also provide professional development for teachers.
Can you give us any insight as to the kind of educational programs that are offered through the Intermediate Unit?
Like you had said earlier, we work with children that are preschool, so preschool early intervention. We also have driver's education, parenting classes, along with adult learning. Some learners need their GED, so we offer those classes, along with continuing education credits for teachers.
How would someone go about scheduling or enrolling in one of these programs?
They would need to contact the AARON Intermediate Unit at 724-463-5300 and ask for one of the programs.
Thank you very much. We are going to take a short break. When we come back, we will talk more about a specific program through the AARON IU-28 with Andrea Sheasley. Stick around.
The brain is a remarkable organ. It's almost infinite in its capacity. Its ability to reach its full potential is limited by only one thing: the heart. For if the heart isn't fully engaged in what you're doing, if you have no drive, no passion, the brain will simply go through the motions. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
And we're back with Education Today. Tonight's topic is the AARON Intermediate Unit 28, located in Indiana, PA. And we're speaking with Andrea Sheasley from the AARON IU-28.
What is the Education for Children and Youth Experiencing Homeless program?
It is a program that is designed to work with students that are homeless or temporarily displaced within the school districts or preschool programs to ensure they are receiving education services.
What are the objectives of this program?
We are a program designed to make sure that all children entering school districts have the same free, appropriate public education as any other child. And then also this includes the preschool programs.
What does it mean to be homeless?
That's a good question. Our definition in education is any child that is living not in their home due to an event. So something needs to happen in order for a student to become homeless.
So where do children live when they are homeless?
Our children live doubled up, so living with family and friends, living with grandma can be considered homeless. They're living in shelters, either domestic violence shelters, emergency shelters, transitional shelters. They can also be living in campers, campgrounds, tents, parks, in the car. We have some children, not too much in our area, in abandoned buildings. So our children can be just about anywhere and be considered homeless.
What are the school district's responsibilities?
When a student becomes homeless or displaced, the school district is required to provide, of course, educational services. But if a student is placed outside the district, living somewhere else, the school district is to provide transportation if necessary. They will also provide school district of origin so that the child can come back to their home school without going somewhere else, and providing meals, and then working with me to make sure that all educational services are being met.
What are some special projects the region does to support children experiencing homelessness?
We do projects such as No-Sew blankets, students making blankets for other students. We have what is coming up in November 13th through the 17th. We have Awareness Week. Our campaign is called I Will Be Your Voice, and it is students talking about their situations or telling someone else so that someone else can talk about their situation. So standing up for them, letting them know that it's okay. If you become homeless, there's support out there for you. So in turn, the school districts will do a week-long event, whether it be collecting items for other students, such as school supplies, hygiene products, monetary donations that can be used just for homeless students, because when we're grant funded, you can only use monies for so much. And so, for example, school pictures, we cannot use that. So when students collect funds, we can help the students buying school pictures. So those are some of the things that we are doing.
Wow. So to whom do you contact if a family or student is experiencing homelessness?
Well, every school district has a homeless liaison across the state. In Armstrong School District, it is Mr. John Fair. So students or faculty from this school district can contact him, or they can contact me directly at the intermediate unit.
If someone in the community wanted to help or make donations, are they accepted? And if so, how would they go about doing so?
We always accept donations because we are grant funded. But if someone wants to make a donation, they can contact their local school and find out what they need for their students, or they can contact me directly and we can talk about what is needed for the students.
Is there anything else you'd like to add for the benefit of our viewers?
Just to give you a little bit of history, our program just does not cover Erin, the 2-county area. I am 11 counties that I work with. So our program covers over 8,000 square miles from here to Potter County. So our program encompasses 73 districts, which is a big undertaking in working with everyone. But just to let everyone know, if you become homeless or you know of a student that is homeless, there is support and help out there for everyone. And homelessness can happen to everyone. It's not just segregated to families that are in poverty or wealthy, or it can happen to all of us. Thank you.
Well, that's our show for today. A special thanks to our guest, Andrea Sheasley of the Erin Intermediate Unit 28 located in Indiana, PA. Thanks also go out to Armstrong Senior High School TV production students led by their teacher, Mr. Josh Miklos. They were our film crew for today.
Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. DVD copies of this and all Education Today programming can be requested by contacting Chris Garantino, Multimedia Technicians at Armstrong Junior Senior High School. For more information about the district, visit our website, and have a great week.
Success. We see it every day. Hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes, internationally known faculty who are committed to your success. Real-world experiences to guide you on your career and life path. An alumni network 120,000 strong. I'm IUP President Mike Driscoll. Visit us. Find your success at Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Hello and welcome back to Education Today. I'm Ricky Owens of Armstrong High School in the Armstrong School District. We are going to talk about another program at the Erin Intermediate Unit. 28, which is an educationally grounded facility which provides programs for all ages of students from primary schools to adult learners. Would you please take a minute to introduce yourself for our viewers at home?
Sure. Hello, my name is Tamara Duff, and I'm the Early Intervention Supervisor of Education at UIUP-TV.
What is the program that we are going to talk about tonight, and who is the program available to?
The program is Early Intervention, and it is available to children who are ages 3 to 5 in the Armstrong, Indiana Intermediate Unit.
What is early intervention?
Early Intervention is a program of educational services that are made available to children who are ages 3 to 5, and we provide a number of services that are made available to those children through an eligibility process.
So, what services are made available through this program?
We offer services to children for special education teacher services, speech and language therapy services, occupational therapy, physical therapy, hearing, and vision services.
How are parents referred to your program?
We receive referrals from families who might call into our office. We receive many referrals from the Birth to 3 system, which is similar to our program, except it's serving a younger population of children. We have referrals that are made through doctor's offices whenever children are making their well visits at the doctor. And I did mention that parents are able also to call into our office.
Is this a by referral program only?
It is. So a family who might think that their child may be in need of services would call into our office, or any of the other agencies would call into our office. And we also receive referrals from various preschools and daycares that are in the area. So if a child is enrolled by their family at a daycare or in a preschool, and the staff there find that a child is in need of services, they would make a referral into our office. We're also very closely working with Head Start programs, both in Armstrong and in Indiana County, and we receive a number of referrals from them. So again, a teacher who is working in that program finds that the child is perhaps struggling in an area, or they feel that they're not developing as a typical child will be developing. They might call into our office, or also they could complete a referral that we have available online. So those agencies are making those referrals directly to our office.
When does a child become eligible for your program?
We begin our services whenever a child is at age 3, and there is a process with the Birth to 3 system that I mentioned earlier. We have a transition process that flows naturally from that program into ours. We set up those meetings with families so that there is not a break in service, because it's pretty important whenever children are at that age not to have too long of a break in service. So that is a pretty smooth transition process from Birth to 3 into ours. And then we will receive referrals from children at any time after they receive, or after they are at their 3rd birthday. So if a family has a child who's age 4, they're very welcome to call into our office and make the referral directly, as is any agency that we're working with. So preschool, it doesn't have to be at age 3 exactly, but our services can only begin after a child has reached their 3rd birthday.
How do parents begin working with this program, and what are the steps in this process?
So whenever a child is referred to us, we go through an evaluation process to make sure a child is eligible. There are certain criteria that a child would need to meet eligibility, and so we conduct a number of assessments based on the areas that the family would find the child might be in need of service. And that is completed by our staff, whether it's a speech evaluation or a cognitive evaluation or vision or any of the other areas. We would conduct those assessments, and then we would prepare a report to share with the family within a certain period of time to let them know what we found as a result of that assessment. And then that that assessment would guide the development of what we call an IEP, or an individualized education program, that outlines the areas that we think a child needs to work with so that they can begin to close the gap between what their skills are and what a typical child would be doing. So that takes some time, and we meet with the family after we have completed our testing results, share with them the results of that, talk with them about what they feel that the needs that their child is experiencing, and then share with them that IEP that I described that details the areas that we plan to work with the child. Family input is very important, so we listen very carefully to what the family finds as the needs for the children so that we can make sure that we're honoring what the family finds as needs and also what we found as needs for that child.
Thank you very much. We are going to take a short break. When we come back, we will talk about the Aaron IU-28's Early Intervention Program with Tamara Duff. She the Supervisor of Special Education for Early Intervention. Stick around.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star, and who can change the world of a fifth grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
Welcome back to Education Today. We're talking with Tamara Duff from the Aaron unit. Is there any cost associated with using your services?
No, the services that we provide are free of charge to families in our area. We receive funding from the state, and that allows families to receive the services free.
What agencies do you work with, and what do some of these agencies do?
We work with a variety of agencies. One of our biggest partners is Head Start, and they provide preschool services to children both in Armstrong and in Indiana County. We also work with daycares and preschools that would include programs like Pre-K Counts in our area, and then any other private preschool that is where a child might be enrolled by their family. We also work with mental health agencies, so if a child is in need of some behavioral support, we will work with those groups as well.
I understand that you also work with the Head Start program. In what ways do you work with them?
So Head Start is a program that serves a large number of preschool-aged children in our area. They are making referrals to us for children that they find that might not be developing typically. So we would conduct that evaluation just like we would for any other child who has a referral that's made to us. And then we would go in and support the child in that Head Start classroom if they're enrolled in one of their classrooms. And that might mean that we provide a teacher to go in to provide some consultative services to staff there, or to provide direct instruction to children who are enrolled there. We also have speech therapists who are going into the Head Start classrooms, and then any of the other related services such as vision or hearing. So we especially try to honor a family's placement in those programs by providing the service at that location.
What connections does this program have regarding when your students move into the school system?
When a child is approaching the kindergarten age, so I had mentioned that we serve children ages 3 to 5. So when they are approaching kindergarten age, we will contact the area schools within the intermediate unit, and that would include Armstrong School District, by asking them to meet with us to talk about the children who would be entering into kindergarten the next year. And that way we can make the relationship happen for those families, or at least to help establish the relationship between the district and our program, so that there is some familiarity, and also to give the district an opportunity to talk about the evaluation process that would be taking place whenever the child is entering kindergarten. It's an opportunity for families to meet with school staff. It's also an opportunity for families to ask questions about what they might expect whenever their child does enroll in kindergarten.
How would someone go about contacting you for these services?
They're free to contact our office at the Aaron Intermediate Unit. Our office is located in Indiana, but we're available by phone and also online, so families can reach us in both ways.
Is there anything else you'd like to add for the benefit of our viewers?
We are always looking for children who might be in need of services. So if any of your viewers have a relationship with a family who might know of a child who is in need of some special education services, or they think they might be in need of some special education, then I would encourage them to contact our office to make a referral.
Well, that's our show for today. A special thanks to our guest, Tamara Duff, the Supervisor of Special Education for Early Intervention at the Aaron Intermediate Unit 28, located in Indiana, PA. Thanks also go out to the Armstrong High School TV production students, led by their teacher, Mr. Josh Miklos. They were our film crew for today. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. DVD copies of this and all Education Today programming can be requested by contacting Chris Garitano, Multimedia Technician at Armstrong Junior Senior High School. For more information about the district, visit our website and have a great week.